Before I get into today's very important lecture, I just want to thank all of my supporters and subscribers and members, everyone, for supporting my channel. You know, I got up this morning and my channel has reached well over 48,000+ subscribers. And none of that would be possible without all of my supporters. And as everyone's aware, I'm on the road to reach my first 250,000+ subscribers, my first 250,000 subscribers. And when I hit that milestone, I'm gonna do a special video upload to acknowledge in that milestone. Because anytime you reach your goal, you need to acknowledge that along the way, and that's a motivational driving force to reach the next goal. So with that being said, let's get down to business. The focus of this lecture is going to be stop being a people pleaser. Stop being a people pleaser. And I'm going to present some information on some signs of someone being a people pleaser. First of all, the person cannot say no. It don't matter what someone asks them, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a co-worker, or someone in the neighborhood at church, you know, to pick them up, to give them a ride, to let them borrow money, to babysit the kids, in and everything. They cannot say no. The person, a people pleaser person, feels anxious about others' opinions of you. Also, you never have you time. A people-pleasing person never have you time, because think about it. If they so busy pleasing, you know, everyone else, rather it's family members, kids, significant others, co-workers, people at church, school, community, neighborhood, gas station. So if they're so spending so much time pleasing other people, then there's never any you time. You feel guilty setting boundaries. People who are a people-pleasing person have poor boundaries, meaning they can't say no on anything. You apologize for things you don't need to. That's another sign of being a people pleaser. You apologize for things you don't need to. People-pleasing people have a low self-esteem. Research has validated that. Also, you always agree in order to be liked. They're going to agree with everything because they're concerned about being liked. Also, you want everyone to like you. A person who's a people pleaser want everyone to like them on the job, school, neighborhood, church, community, gas station, grocery store. They want everyone to like them. People pleasing people over apologize, literally. They crave validation. People pleasing people crave validation. You let people take advantage of you. People pleasing people, because they're such a yes person, they're such a pleaser. When other folks recognize that, they can be, that people pleasing person can easily be taken advantage of, and they also let people take advantage of them. And that's a true one there. People pleasing people are afraid of conflict. That's one of the reasons why they're going to be that yes person. They're not going to disagree on anything. They're not going to say no on anything, because they are afraid of conflict, and that directly links into low self-esteem. People-pleasing people think self-care is optional. They're gonna put their needs last. Their self-care last, their peace of mind last, their mental health and physical health last. So these are all some signs of people who are a people pleaser, and you gotta stop it, because people who are a people pleaser, if they don't set boundaries, what's going to happen? They're not going to have any time for themselves. All the time is going to be absorbed by other people, whether it's family members, friends, adult children, significant others, church, school, community, all over. They're not going to have time for themselves ever. You got to stop, because they're not going to have money. Or people who are people pleasing individuals, every time anybody that know them need money, they're dishing out that money, even if it means that they're pulling away from their bill money. So they're not going to have money. Their time is going to be absorbed. Also, the other resources are going to be absorbed. You know, rather it's their car or their time or their money or their clothes or whatever. Also, it causes resentment because over time, that people pleasing person is going to begin to feel resentment, and they're going to begin to feel burnt out, resentment, because they're so busy pleasing everyone else. And even as a content creator, you got certain content creators fall in the category of people pleasing. They have that mindset, I got to be in everybody's live. I got to be in everybody live. I got to be that moderator. I got to participate in all these other different content creators channels, or listening in on their live, giving comments, being a moderator, eating away at their time. You gotta strike a balance. You gotta have boundaries, because in reality, and I've done a lecture on this, it's so important, as a content creator or even being on social media, you gotta have a balance. You gotta have the ability to know how to deplug, because social media is a fake world. You gotta have that balance, and I'm here to tell you. So don't fall into that trap of being a people pleaser, rather you're a content creator or rather you're a mother, father, sister, brother, child, significant other, because I'm telling you, then it's going to take away from your time, it's going to take away from your money, your other resources, it's going to cause resentment. Even as a content creator, it's going to eat up all of your time. Now you're neglecting your home, your kids, the duties of your home, your mental health, because you're never deplugging. You gotta strike a balance, and it's there's many ways you can support other content creators versus thinking you got to be in all of their lives and listen to their lives and being that moderator, eating up all your time. There's many ways you can support, even by thumbs up. Key thing, you got to have a balance. So this topic again is stop being a people pleaser. And I'm telling you, I have lots of conversations with people. For some reason, people just like talking to me. And when I'm listening to them for about a good 5 or 10 minutes, and at the end, by the time I hear of them giving me a full description of how they are a master people pleaser, I just straight up tell them, you're gonna have to set some boundaries, because if not, then you're gonna continuously be used. You're gonna have to set up some boundaries, and once I said my piece, I'm done. And again, I just want to thank all of my supporters, my subscribers, my members. My channel now has reached well over 248,000 plus subscribers. I'm on the trajectory path to hit that first 250,000 subscribers. When that occurs, I'm gonna do a live stream lecture to acknowledge and recognize that milestone, because it's always good to acknowledge your little milestones along the way. That's a motivational driving force to reach the next goal. So again, mark your calendar for April the 6th, 2024. I'm gonna do a powerful, this is one of those lectures I do on a monthly basis. And this is gonna be a caveat to the lecture I did last week in reference to the behind the scenes and publishing a book. What are the 13 steps in order for a publisher to transform an accepted manuscript into a published book and make it available for consumers worldwide? I'm going to go into detail about those 13 steps. My book went through 2 world-renowned publishing companies, and I saw those publishing companies go through those 13 steps with my accepted manuscript. So if you want to find out what those 13 steps are, mark your calendar. I'm going to lecture for 1 hour. I'm going to be ready to get down to business. And that's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis. And I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.